Sup, motherfuckers? Welcome to episode 3 of the Zombies Workshop podcast. I'm joined by Logical Edits. Say hello.
Hello.
And Skalv with the picture of fuck knows what.
Swallows.
Yeah, look, I always forget. He told me before, but I keep forgetting the fucking character name is too complex for my brain. So how you guys doing?
Doing pretty well this morning. Well, this afternoon now, for me at least.
Fine. Bored.
I've had to wake up at fucking 2:30 a.m. to record this shit. Because time zones. That's
Really,
fucking...
it's 1 o'clock in the p.m. right now for me.
6 p.m. Yeah.
I went to bed at like 11 p.m. and I've gone up at 2:30 a.m. So I'm fucked.
Dedicated.
Jesus.
Yeah, mate. Alright, I'm gonna dive straight into what you two cunts are doing, because you two cunts are working on like 8 maps, right?
Yes, sir. Well, at least I am. I have a plan. I posted on Twitter a little bit ago where I had a set goal for 2019 where I wanted to make 8 maps, and I'm currently working on. I already released one, and I'm
Already?
working on a second, third, and a fourth one all at the same time.
What was the first one you released?
It was Alpengeist Research Facility. Came out in the end of March.
Oh, is that the one that at the end there's like a little platform that you can mantle on?
At the helipad where it's
Yeah.
like all mountainous outside. Yeah, that one.
Okay. Yeah, I saw Z1620 play it. I never got to play it though.
Yeah, I was watching Spudley play it. And he couldn't figure out how to do the Easter egg, and I was trying to tell him in chat like it's really easy. You just gotta listen, but there's a million people talking, so he didn't really see it. He got really mad, and he actually said it was so hard that I had to dumb it down
Hmm.
or make it a little bit easier.
Well, what's the plan with the 8 maps exactly?
So me and Skalv right now are working on Khufu's Revenge, which should be coming out soon. We have Ice Grenade working on it as well. He just joined us recently. Um, I also have 2 maps in the making, where one is a prison map based in Sweden. No, Norway, I believe. It's based off one of the famous prisons that's like super modern, and it's supposed to like I guess make prison more efficient because like in America it's a pretty horrible system. So Norway is trying to make an example of itself, and it's based off that. I have most of the geometry down. I just gotta do some more detailing. And then the second one is I would say prologue of no, a sequel to Alpengeist, and it's a hangar in the coast of the UK, I believe, if I got that right. And then after that, I have no idea what else I'm working on. I'm just trying to go over some ideas, writing some stuff down that I have planned out, but I've been mapping for a long time, and I finally want to release some stuff. 'Cause I never released anything until
Oh,
this year.
don't worry, I know the feeling.
Yeah, well, I did actually release something like 2 years ago, but it was utter shit. Oh my god, it was so bad. And I see people like playing it now, or at least like trying it out. I'm like, oh man, you're going through hell right now. What are you doing? It was a really bad first map.
Do you have a story for all these? Or is this like one big story?
So I have 3 maps planned. It was the Alpengeist, the prison. I'm deciding if it's gonna be in there or not, and then the hangar. Those are its own story. And then me and Scow's maps, we have, is it 5? We have planned out
4.
4. Yeah, we have 4 that are all in the same story.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah, there is 5 because there's the
The house, right?
intermission one with the farm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skalv, I see you've been working on that Raid of Rome.
Yeah. It's going well.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. I've got Easter egg planned. We'll do custom stuff planned for it. It's gonna be big.
It
What
looks
was
really nice.
what was the inspiration for it?
9 and Ancient Evil, to be honest. Really liked Ancient Evil. The style of that map. I was planning on making like Ancient Evil but above ground.
Hmm.
That's what I was going for.
Alright. Well, looks cool and shit. I like it. Pretty unique
Thanks.
in the workshop. I'm gonna ask this question with everyone now. So, what inspired you to begin creating your own levels? Oh,
You
legend.
want to go first, Skalv, or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right, I have a pretty. So, it all started back in the Halo 3 days of Forge. I
Seems to
used to
be
love Forge.
that seems to
All
be
my friends would
common.
play custom games, and like you needed maps to play, and none of my friends were good at that. So it's like, oh, I'll pick it up, and that's how I started map making. I started making maps in Halo 3 Forge all the way back. I was like 9 years old, 10 years old, and then I saw on YouTube how to mod Halo 3, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And I kept going into that, and then all of a sudden, like one day, I saw that you can make your own maps for World at War. And this was all the way back where you had to go some sketchy ass website, download some patch, download some mod tools from these sketchy websites, put them into your computer and hope that you don't get a virus, and then you could load up Radiant. And that's I started on like my parents' computer all the way back, and I just wanted to make maps that people would have fun in. I didn't care about anything else. I wanted to make fun, cool maps, and then just I didn't really take it seriously at first. Maybe like dabbled in it for a year or two. Excuse me. Went back to playing Xbox, and then like 2 years ago, or a year, whenever Black Ops 3 Mod Tools was announced, and I saw alpha footage, I was like, that looks sick. Like it was the craziest thing I ever did. So once that was released, I saved money, and then for Christmas, I chipped in to buy my computer. I built it specifically for Black Ops 3, and then ever since then, I've been just making maps. And I just started releasing them this year. And that's pretty much my story of how I got into mapping.
Son. What about you, Skalv?
Well, uh, for a long time, I loved making stuff in Minecraft,
Yeah.
and I knew custom zombies was a thing, but I never World at War. I never tried to make anything. This was a long time ago, like 2013, and then in 2015, I downloaded the tools, and then I made the shittest map ever, obviously, and then I did that for a while, and then saw Black Ops 3 tools were coming out, and I followed that, and then when that came out, I just downloaded it and started creating.
The reason why I bought BO3 on PC because they said mod tools would come out for the game eventually. So I'm like, alright, I'll just buy the game then. And then
I originally
fucking
had Black Ops 3 for Xbox.
So
I had it on the PS4. This is at the time I still owned a fucking console. So I had a PS4, PS3, Xbox, all that shit. And then I like barely fucking went on it. Because why would I? Computer has everything.
Yeah.
I could just multitask like a god. Where on the console I'm doing one thing at once. Plus I have to like get up from my desk, move over to the left a little bit, and sit on the couch. Too much effort, of course. So I just sold every
Well,
console and every game.
the only reason why I'd still play console is because my friends, me and one other person out of my friend group have computers. Everyone else, all still on
Oh, dude,
Xbox.
I was like, fuck my friends on PSN. But you know, fucking, I was playing CS at the time, and as soon as I saw mod tools existing, I just quit CS immediately. Went straight into mod tools.
Well,
There's nothing in
I played a
CS.
lot of Gary's mod back in the day.
I find that
Like,
really boring.
I
I
played a
used
ton
to
of
just
Garry's
go on
mods as
like
well.
zombie RP with my friend and kill people and RDM and Trouble in Terrorist Town. But like all those custom maps, I was like, I wonder how to make maps. I also used, oh man, this is actually bringing back memories. I used the Hammer editor, Valve's map making, and
Yeah.
it's complete shit. Oh my god, that is the worst fucking engine to work with in my opinion. I don't know how they still make AAA games with the fucking,
Oh,
but
they use Source 2 now, which is insanely
oh, that's
good.
true. I can't. Oh man, Source 2. I can't wait for
Dude,
Half-Life
Hammer
3 to ever
2,
come out.
the shit they've got in Hammer 2 is insane.
Is that how they're doing Source in Counter-Strike maps now, or they're
Yeah,
still
they make it
using?
in Source 2, and then they backport it to Source 1 because the game's Source 1 still.
Oh my god, They should just update the game to Source 2 and release that shit for us.
Oh, there's heaps of
But yeah.
problems because there's a new physics engine. It'll affect like how air strafing works and the entire movement system of the game.
Oh, that is true. So I also like making maps for Left 4 Dead 2 and Left 4 Dead 1, the survival maps. I think that's one of the, besides World at War, that was the second thing that I ever did, like on PC making maps. It was always, excuse me, YouTube channel I followed, World of Level Design.
Hmm.
That's bringing it way back.
Did you ever watch Tom Hatwaffle or 3 Clicks Philip?
3 Clicks Philip, I still watch.
Yeah, dude. Love him.
Every week he comes out with a video, or every update for Counter Strike. Click it, watch it.
Do you even play Counter Strike, or do you just watch it because it's?
I
Clicks
used to a
Philip?
lot. I never like played it super competitively. Like probably the highest I ever got rank wise was like MGE. But I still play it every once in a while with my friend. 'Cause he's a nerd and he plays that a lot.
I've got like 3,800 hours in it.
Holy Christ!
They're too
I
many
think I have
hours.
like 800 by now. Yeah, my friend has like fucking 5,000 hours, something like that.
It's insane. Like CS is impossible to get old.
They're updating it like every single day. It was like super popular. I mean, it's slowly declining, but still, like you see the esports tournaments, and they're making millions of dollars. These players, and it's like that's inspiring. But I can't do
Oh,
that.
it's same, but with TOs, it seems like they're making heaps of money, but they're not. They're barely getting by with profits with tournaments.
Well, now most of the teams are doing like salaries,
Oh,
which is
the
whack.
orgs and players are making fuck tons, yeah. Especially Astralis, with the parent company, the same parent company of Blast Pro series, and the conflict of interest and exclusivity shit going on there. But we won't get into that. This isn't an esports podcast.
Nope, this isn't even a Counter Strike podcast.
Yeah. Oh, you know Minecraft, Skalv? Fucking. I used to play Minecraft as well, and I remember like after getting into Radiance and getting pretty decent at mapping and shit. I remember going back to Minecraft, and I'm like, I can't do anything. I can't detail shit. I can't just add a terrain patch to this wall. I hate this. And then fucking that's it. That was Minecraft over for me.
I still go back to Minecraft now and again, just to play survival with my friends. I still find it fun.
The new update is actually really cool. Kind of want to go back and play, but I have no one.
I feel like when Microsoft acquired fucking Mojang, Minecraft kind of just died.
I watched a video on this, and it's like they tried to release updates, but there was nothing for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the past couple months, like they released the last update, and it introduced so many new things where like you don't even need mods anymore. It's like that's pretty cool. It's kind of nostalgic to play too.
Yeah,
So I played that shit as a kid.
the games, people play the game unironically now, and it's made a comeback. I think.
I think so too. I see a lot of YouTubers playing it now.
How's are servers still like breaking the EULA? Like the big massive servers? As in like they're selling in-game items for real money?
Oh yeah, probably.
That's crazy, dude.
I used to run a server, and I don't know why people would like pay a lot of money to be a certain rank, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like it is Minecraft. What does this benefit you?
Yeah, I feel like it's
benefit
really
me.
easy to exploit children on fucking
Oh, yeah.
Minecraft.
Look at Fortnite.
Uh,
That's an exploitation and a half.
Fortnite disgusts me visually.
Oh man. I played it before Battle Royale, and that's the only time I liked it.
Was it? Okay, so it wasn't Battle Royale first.
It was a Save the World. It was like a campaign. I don't think anyone plays that now.
PvE.
From what I understand, Epic just like they literally just said, "Oh yeah, we credit it as like a money grab." Like they literally just said that. Oh, it's popular, so we just created it in like a couple months. So this game we already
Yeah, I
have.
think that's what it was. I think they only worked on it. They like made the entire staff stop what they're doing and made Battle Royale within like 3-4 months.
Were they owned by Tencent at the time? I doubt it.
I don't think so.
Fucking Tencent, Jesus Christ. They just
They
acquire
own every
everyone.
company.
They got stake in Reddit, BC, and
They own
Discord.
Rockstar.
Yeah, they own Take-Two Interactive. Cunt. It's fucked. Alright, well, back to Radiant. What feature do you wish existed in Radiant, whether it's from another engine or something?
Foliage brush.
What? Oh, foliage brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Let me look this up because I saw something on ModMe quite a while ago. I don't think it's still here, but
Is it about the dude who was making his own engine based off Radiant?
no. So here it is. I found it. Oh wait, no, not this. So with the newer engines, after Black Ops 3, like with Infinite Warfare, I think it's displacement maps. I think that is if I'm correct, that is the only thing I want.
Tessellation,
That might
parallax,
be it.
height maps and shit. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Trike
that'd
would
be so
last.
good.
Trike would last to get it. Sledgehammer had it in World War II. Infinity Ward had it in Infinite Warfare, and Raven Software had it in fucking Modern Warfare Remastered. And then Trike only just got it in Black Ops 4. But Black Ops 4
yeah, because
already has a foliage brush now, thanks to Blackout.
if
That's
they
why.
had the
That's why I
foliage
want it.
and that displacement or whatever, fuck, I forgot what it's called, but because I saw a picture of it in Infinite Warfare, and I was like, oh my, that would make detailing so easy.
Yeah, it really would. Especially like dirt and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice, yeah.
I mean, they kind of have a foliage placer tool already, but it's like not
Oh,
like
it's whack
Blackout
as fuck,
standard.
dude. It's whack.
Yeah.
Just fucking hold Control Alt and spam left click around the map. Damn, dude. Alright. Oh. Let's go into maps that exist by other people.
Let's do it.
What's your favorite War Custom Zombies map and why?
Clinic Evil. It's the obvious answer.
Yep.
I barely even played World at War. Custom Zombies, the only one I remember. I think it's Leviathan, the underwater moon map.
Hmm. You like it?
That was probably. I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, I
How'd they
thought
get so much into World at War?
conceptually I thought it was fucking awesome. But I remember playing it and not really finding it that fun.
No, I think that's the exact thing that I thought of. It's like it's not that fun, but it is really cool that they did all this.
I feel like they had like a massive hype behind it.
Probably because they had a lot of the big names working on it.
Fucking underwater
And
map.
Jaybird working it. I'm pretty sure. I think their name is Radamax. They did some mapping for it.
Yeah, I know Raddy worked on it.
I barely know anyone. I legit just started getting like into the community like just recently.
Oh, there's so
Never
much,
really played any custom maps or anything.
dude. There's so much needless drama in this fucking community. It's so stupid.
I don't want to get into the drama, but I know some of it.
It's
The
so
only thing
dumb.
that oh my god, I posted something. I'm not saying names, but I posted something on ModMe and it was taken down because of stupid fucking drama. And it was like it was another custom perk, and I messed up one thing. Not
Oh,
even I credited the wrong thing. I don't know if you saw it.
I'm just gonna
That
guess it
It was
was.
was
just it was a shit show.
I'm just gonna guess that it was Harry Bow 21 who
Mm,
started it.
mm-hmm.
Shit. Alright, what's your favorite Black Ops 3 custom?
I'll probably say Wanted. Wanted was amazing.
I haven't
I don't
gotten to
know enough.
completing that.
I completed it. I've completed it with Ice, and I can't
Let me
remember.
really quickly check my workshop because I don't. The only thing that I don't do is go around and play the maps. I'll watch people stream them, but I don't play them myself. I think Mori was actually really cool that just came out.
Yeah, Murray's good.
I like the all the new features and shit that's really custom in there. I like that boss. That was actually really cool.
I haven't gotten to the boss yet.
Is there a boss?
I wouldn't call it a boss. It's like that the floating bug, the flying bug.
Oh, fucking pests. Dude, that is
Yeah, it was a
Simbo's
giant one.
fucking fetish cunt. He's always working on the fucking pests. Every time I talk to him,
He,
he's doing something with
he just
pests.
he just released them.
Did he really?
They're on Mud Me. Yeah, I put them in Raid Room.
Oh, so that's how you had him? I was like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
I when you showed me the picture of it, I was like, I don't know if that's new or not because I've never seen it before, but I was assuming that it was already in the game. But shit. Oh, yes. I'm gonna take this and save it for later. I think looking at the workshop really quickly. Oh man, there's so many good maps, but there's so many bad maps too.
The bad maps heavily outweigh the good maps.
I know. That's what gives our community like such a bad name and bad rep.
Because I feel like
The
in God
only
of
reason why
War,
I think
it was a harder barrier of entry. So you didn't just get like random people
Yeah.
downloading it and then uploading fucking maps.
yes, I agree.
So easy to get the mod tools and just upload
Come,
best
oh my
maps.
God, cat! I'm so sorry.
Cat's wreaking havoc.
Oh my God, my keyboard almost fell off my desk with my mouse pad and mouse.
Dude, my fucking cat, when she yeets up the fucking desk, and she stops herself by using the mouse pad and digging her claws into it. So fucking annoying. And she like shifts the whole fucking mouse pad along the fucking desk every time.
That would have been so bad if this fell.
And then she just runs away. It's like, why'd you come up here if you're gonna fucking go straight back down again? So unreasonable. You don't have to have a favorite BO3 map. Do you have a map that you're most looking forward to coming out?
I mean, the next 2 April maps, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Whose maps?
Oh, we
A custom or Treyarch?
well, custom. Obviously, Sir Jamie's map, but one that's probably closer to release. I don't know.
I heard a lot of
47
people.
Breakaway Lane.
Ooh.
Oh, ooh, I've seen that a couple times. I think the only map that I really know that's coming out besides 47 is Mad Gaz's. I think he said it's his final map, Atonement.
No, it's
Is that how
alright,
you
look.
say it?
He's had so many final maps. Just don't believe him. He says he's quitting mapping.
Okay.
It's his final map. Next minute, he's fucking working on a new map. So, I like how he just fucking
That-
plops Operation Voucher, like, out of nowhere. Where'd that come from? Magaz
Well,
maps
he
so
said it was a
fucking
test
quickly.
map.
He's so fast. How does he map so quickly? Dude, I tell you
Well, I
what
feel
though.
like if you know what you're doing, you can make maps pretty quickly. Like that tweet I said about the 8 maps, so many people got mad at me because it's like people are saying, why not just spend the whole year on one map? I was like, well, if there's only so much that you could add, at what point do you say, all right, I'm bored of this map and I want to make a new map?
That's probably because we're like perfectionists. But the reason why my map isn't out is because of that. I keep fucking like deleting areas and remaking it. Like I had a whole underground section. I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I just deleted it all. And now I'm reworking it. 69
Our map,
Lesbian Lane.
Khufu's, should have been released like a month ago, but we keep adding new shit into it.
Yeah, we planned for that to come out at the start of April.
Yeah, April 1st. We had a set date.
April Fools.
We started working on it March 5th, and it was ready for release April 1st.
Then, but then,
But then we kept coming up with new ideas.
I'm glad we did.
Yeah, because holy
Because
shit, I
maps.
cannot wait. Ice's new area, when he streams it, looks mint.
I was watching him stream, doing lighting or something, I think, on it for a couple minutes.
Oh yeah, he didn't have any assets, so he stopped working on it because he was on his laptop. But excuse me, that area that he's working on is underneath like the power room, and that originally wasn't going to be there. But he was like, "Oh, can I want to add an area." And we are like, "All right, that'd be pretty fucking dope if you do that." And he was doing it, and I watched the first stream. He just made a bunch of blue walls. Obviously, I know that was for testing, but I was like, I wonder what like he's thinking right now. And then when I saw the thing with the void and whatever he was working on today, I was like, that shit is cool. Because I have once I saw that, my mind was instantly flooded with a million ideas and like detail shit. What can go where? Oh man, I can't wait to release this map.
Yeah, working with another human to bounce ideas off is always good.
Yeah, me and Skalv actually did so much within a month. We got the whole geometry down within a month, and it's a pretty big map.
I like how everyone's first map they try to make is just ridiculously big. Like, I'm gonna make the
Yeah.
biggest map that ever existed as my first map.
My first map wasn't. My first map was tiny.
I think I was just making a fucking couple walls and shit, like, just practicing.
That's what I did for a while. I just practiced uh for years. And then the most detailed map I ever made but never released it. I actually made a lot of maps that were super detailed. I worked on it for months, put them on my YouTube channel and all this, and never released them. But the first one I ever did was my house. I think that's what everyone thinks of, like when you're playing zombies. At least I did, and my friends did. It was like, it'd be so cool if we had like our block and we were playing zombies and we were in our rooms defending it. I was like, oh, I could do that. I can make that for us.
I always found that there's really shit assets for, like, house things. It's because everything's all futuristic in Black Ops 3. So it's hard to
Yeah.
find, like, a normal fucking television or fucking normal heater or something. It's all, like, digital fucking futuristic thing.
I'm so glad Zero posted other World War II assets. There's so much stuff in there.
Oh my
It's
god.
useful.
That's literally the motherload of assets.
I have so many
Oh,
assets, it's ridiculous.
oh man, I just realized I'm working on a fifth map.
What?
Wow, I'm in the middle of a bunch of projects.
I'm
I don't
working
know how I
on
forgot about that.
one map, and I'm trying to keep it that way. At least until it's
I
done.
mean, only I forgot about the map because I was making the tutorial series, and at the end of it, I want to release that map. I was like, that could be one of my 8 maps. I know it's
Oh
cheap,
yeah,
but that could be them.
because I asked you about that. How's Radiant School going?
Oh, it's going great. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I mean, the only thing that I need to work on more is doing the Radiant because I write out the script for everything else, but when I'm in Radiant, I don't have a script and I kind of just go off of what I'm doing. And sometimes I forget to mention things, or sometimes I stutter or have a lisp and I say words incorrectly or something like that.
Hmm.
I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do like 20 minutes of recording again. So I just leave it in there.
Oh dude, tutorials take me the longest to record. Because for some reason, when I'm just like reading a script, I'm so bad at fucking speaking normally. Like, I'm trying to make it sound like I'm not reading a script. Otherwise, because I just sound so like monotone. Otherwise, like, oh yes, place the light in this area. It's like no.
The one thing that's the only thing that I like the most is the creating the scripts and writing out what I want to go over in the tutorial because then I feel once I do all that, I'm more comfortable with what I wrote, so then I could just read it like I'm talking to somebody, and I'm getting better at that. That's the only thing that I could say I'm improving on. The reading part, not so much. Like I wanted to make a lot of tutorials you see on YouTube don't have much depth, and it's just like you could do this, this, and this, and then that's it. So like with
Oh,
the modeling tutorial I did, I put a lot of work into that video. I spent like 6 hours on it, only because I wanted to like demonstrate everything. And when I was talking about model spam, uh, I was just going getting clips for everything, and the only person I ever heard talk about model spam was Jaybird in his tutorial, or not even a tutorial, it was a video about it, and no one else ever again brought it up. And I was like, that was one of the reasons what made my maps bad is model spam. And I think that's like one of the most useful things you could learn. Like if you know what goes where and what shouldn't go there, and then that could just be like a whole thing for your map that makes it like better, at least in my opinion.
I feel like the people who created tutorials for models never model spammed to begin with. Because I actually didn't even think of that. I didn't know what model spam was because I never just grabbed something and then spammed it everywhere for no reason. So I always look at
That's what I
everything
used to do a
from a
lot.
story standpoint. Like my maps, the 4 maps I have to make: 47 Berkeley Lane, fucking Oslike, Project Rendition, and Broken Hill. It's just one big story that I actually created the story before Black Ops 3 existed.
Ooh.
And I've just had that story in my head for so many years. And it's pretty big story, like in terms of history and shit. Like Game of
I
Thrones
think
type.
it's super satisfying when you come up with something and then you could actually see it come to life.
Yeah. Like this podcast. I had this idea for a while. And then like when I put the first episode up, I'm like, yep, this exists now. Pretty cool.
The one thing I'm scared of is getting bored of Radiant School. I just hope that like I can keep coming up with the tutorials because there's only so much that you could do and talk about before you're just repeating yourself.
I think
That's why
top
like in between recordings I work on it, so it's like next episode you'll see new things of what you can achieve in your own time, you know? And then like there's something new to talk about. Do tutorial, work on the map for a couple hours in between videos. Next video comes out, and it just keeps going until the map comes out. But I definitely don't want to get bored of it. It's like my one fear because I have multiple other series of tutorials, and I just get super bored. And I'm like, somebody already did this. Why am I doing it? And then I quit YouTube for a year, and I go away, and then I come back for a month or two, and then I go away for a year. It's pretty much my whole channel, which kind of sucks. But finally, I'm deciding to make a change in my life.
dude, I'm dreading fucking recording episode 4 of my fucking lighting tutorial series. Because
Why is that?
it's lights and probes, this one. So I have to go over like subtraction probes, how to use fucking the non-box probes, what's the best settings, and using density based on like the size of the room, what resolution to set, all these things. It's fucking and then global
But
illumination
that's
when you target the info null.
but that's all really good though. Like it's really that makes me so happy that someone like you are making detailed ass tutorials like that where there's 4 parts. Because in my lighting
5.
tutorial, I just went over the exact basics. That
Well,
is it.
everyone
If
asks
you want
me,
to do something more advanced, go to you. Like
yeah, everyone asks me how I do my lighting. It's like, alright, it's not just lighting for lighting. There's also these other things that contribute to it. Like I just did Atmos, World, and Lit Fog, which contribute to lighting. It's like people don't even think of that. Bloom, bloom and color correction, and all that. But
also
after,
lookup table. Forgot about that.
yeah, and after part 4, it's just effects and lens flares, really.
Hmm.
Like the final touches. I don't know if I want to go over optimization. I might make that its own part, like how to do light culling and umbra shit. But I still like need to learn more about it before I make a tutorial on it. How to like effectively do
Yeah,
it.
I mean, there's you could always learn something. Like it's crazy the amount of like stuff that we're given, and I feel like I barely know anything in Radiant. I've been doing it for a while.
Oh,
I'm literally learning something new every single day.
what's really good to do. I found out a fuck ton of shit just by opening the binds menu. Like you just open keybinds and you just look through all the things that exist. It's like, wait a minute, auto probe, what's that? Make it a bind.
What?
Yeah, it's not that good though. But like if it's just the box room, it will speed up the process of you fucking placing the probe and then hitting the 6 walls. That's pretty much it. That's all it's good for.
Wow. I saw Ice in his stream pull up the keybinds, and I don't even know how to get there.
Control K.
I didn't even know I could make my own. Oh, control. I'm gonna write this down.
That's
Because
real good.
I always, I need to like change up my binds because I'm always what's it called? Shift control clicking. I mean, on like a patch, a brush face, and turning it into a face of terrain. And
Oh
I want to
yeah,
make that a bind.
I have so many binds, but I have Control Alt Caps Lock faces the terrain. I got Control Shift Caps Lock to stamp a prefab.
Those are some nice keybinds that fits really well with my hand.
Yeah. Caps Lock is always free in every like app ever.
That's true. The only thing I don't like is like accidentally having caps lock on and
Yeah,
going into Sublime.
When I fucking message someone and it's just like yelling at them because I've clicked Caps Lock.
Skalv does that all the time.
No, I always type fast and always mess up everything I type, and it looks like it's on a stroke.
Because
There
you
was one
fucking
message you sent. It was so jumbled, and I couldn't believe I knew how to read it.
I need to work on it.
Alright. So, for the zombies community as a whole, like players and mappers and streamers, do you think it's growing, maintaining, or dying?
That's a really hard question. I feel like it grows, but at the same, I think it's just maintaining.
Maintaining?
Yeah, I'm into. I don't think it's dying.
I think
I don't
it's
think it'll die anytime soon.
growing, but on a very small scale. Like
There are
could
streamers
be
out there like
like
Spudley.
1 or 2 new people every week. Type shit.
Like Spudley, Dalek sometimes does custom zombies, but not as much anymore. I can't really think of any other big YouTubers besides You Always Win and Spudley that do custom zombies.
They're big wise. Didn't Syndicate do a fucking custom zombies video that one time?
I used to watch Syndicate back in Minecraft.
I used to watch him back in World at War. Back before the whole CSGO fucking scandal.
Oh my god.
But he got away with that pretty easily.
He's lucky. Could have went to jail.
Yeah, well,
I
there's
agree with
like
that.
legislation in place now against it. Because of him.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think the community. I mean, like, I like seeing new people in the community, but it's kind of hard because if they're just getting into it, they're not gonna be able to produce super quality maps for at least like a couple months at best, because there's so much to learn. And I would love to see like more tutorials out there for beginners and stuff like that so they could start. But it's not even like knowing anything. It's just experience, you know? It's like really
Oh,
time consuming.
if you remember another beef, way back when Mad Gaz wasn't as good at mapping as he is now. Like right now,
Mhm.
he's very fucking good. Atonement is exquisite. Fucking, it's really good. So, Mad Gaz was asking Sir Jammy to make like tutorials, and Sir Jammy was saying, "I can't just beam 5 years of mapping into your brain through a tutorial. And they were having like arguments back and forth about that.
That's before my time.
But yeah, I kind of agree. Like on an experienced hand, it requires making mistakes so you learn from them, and that just happens over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And when you just,
I can't.
if you make a video listing mistakes, I don't think it's like memorable. Like you're not gonna remember just a
No,
list of mistakes to not make.
no. That's something that comes with anything in life, not just mapping. I think I saw. I don't know if I said it. I might have said it. Uh, Mapping is just like anything in life. It requires experience. That's it. You can't literally what he said. You can't learn 5 years of experience in mapping through a couple videos. It takes a lot of time, which is unfortunate because if there was a lot of people out there making custom apps all the time, I think the community would be huge right now. But all that shit with if you look in the fucking workshop, it's just littered with garbage, and it's just like that throws people away because people want to play nice maps, but they don't realize that it takes like fucking months to make a map instead of like a box map or a one window challenge map that could take like a day or two for like an experienced mapper.
One thing I've always found interesting is the players of those maps. Like people genuinely play it and enjoy it, like these box maps. And these
It's
fucking
just different.
and these octagonal decagon fucking hecadecabrambe icosododecahedron fucking maps from fucking Pish. How many has he made of those? Ascension, inverted ascension,
Christ.
descension, descended, ascent. I don't know.
Didn't he just bring out a new one recently?
Yeah,
Ice tweeted something out the other day where it was like why he makes challenge maps more instead of detailed maps.
yeah, I saw that.
And it makes sense. It really makes sense what he said. More people will download the challenge maps because they're quick, they're fun, and you can keep playing it. But if you pick up like a detailed map, I mean, like, yeah, it looks good and it looks like a Treyarch map, but after a while, you're going to want something fresh and new, and you don't get those all the time. You can get challenge maps once a week. If the guy knows what he's doing, he got the time. Shit, you could be pumping out fucking one window challenges every single day.
But I feel like the problem with that is saturation. I think the players who play the challenge maps will be quick to get bored of challenge maps because they all look the fucking same.
Hmm.
They all like exist in the same space, really, in terms of the environment you're sitting in. And so, like, oh, now I'm fucking on Mars because it looks like Mars and it's detailed properly, or I'm on the moon or whatever. It's just I hear some fucking walls with no probes with the fucking whatever skybox is chosen and a barrier. How many variations of that can you make?
Literally. I see a lot of new mappers or inexperienced mappers create huge fucking areas. You ever see those maps where it's just like a giant room and everything's unproportionate?
Well, I don't really look at the low quality maps, but I can imagine it. Yeah.
It was no hate on this one guy. This guy contacted me and he was like, "Hey, can you help me make a map?" I was like, "Sure, I got some free time. I'll help you make it." He sent me his map file and he took the giant and he wanted to make the last teleporter C its own area. I was like, all right, that's a pretty cool idea. Like, if you expand upon it, make some new areas, that'd be cool. People would play that. And he was like, yeah, like I appreciate helping you. I was like, all right. I load it up, and it's the whole map is there. It's just the one room is blocked off, and then there's like a giant open space with like two levels. And I said, I'm assuming you're new to mapping. I'm not going to criticize you, but this is something you don't want to do if you want people to like your maps. So I pointed out what he had to do, and like every day or something he'll say he'll contact me, he'll be like, oh, this is what I did, I'll look at it, I'm like, good, you're improving, now do this and this and this. And then I give him like a couple hours to work on it, so just to keep challenging him so he can get better at mapping, and right now it's coming out pretty good. So that is actually my sixth map I'm working on. Holy shit, forgot about that.
Me and Astronaut were gonna expand on the giant. I was gonna turn it to daytime, make everything desert themed, and we're gonna add a new route, like a new loop, from
Mhm.
I can't remember like the lettering. You know the teleporter in the camping spot
The
on the
catwalk.
catwalk. Yeah. You
Oh,
know
that's
that.
teleporter C. That's actually what we're doing. That's the
Okay.
room we're working in.
In teleporter C, then. You know that underground bit to the right when you walk in, that just leads to a
Mhm.
dead end. We're gonna make that go under the map, have some under areas, and loop back to spawn, as well as add a new section towards where Jug is
Yeah.
supposed to be,
Yeah.
not like the RNG. In that
Oh,
direction, we're just gonna make a new area as
that's a
well.
really cool idea.
But that was we only got to the idea stage and never actually went in Radiant for that.
If you open up the giant in Radiant, it is. I don't know how Treyarch works. I think it's so confusing the way they do their shit.
Well, it's because they do everything in stages and departments. You got the sound department. That's why the sounds are all in one prefab. And then the lighting department. Because the level designers just block out the level, don't they? They just literally just block out
Yeah.
level, and then the boys come in and detail everything. And then the sound department, the lighting department, they fucking do everything in the layers. Everything's layers so they can all work at it at once, at the same time, without overriding progress.
That makes sense for like a community for a company, but when you open it up yourself and you look at it, it is it's a mess, honestly. Like just trying to delete because like the area we're working in the back teleporter, you're not gonna see the spawn. So just trying to delete everything is like they have a million funk underscore groups. I have no idea what the fuck.
Oh,
What
just
the
like
fuck that?
primitive patches.
Yeah, it's like I never use those.
I think
I
they
had
get
no idea what
created
those
when
are.
you weld two patches together. It just becomes a fun group.
Really?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I've never noticed that in maps that I've welded patches together.
If you look at entity
Unless
list,
maybe they do. I just never noticed it.
might be there. Dude, we're only fucking like a quarter way through the topics. It's fine though.
Alright.
Alright. If you were Treyarch, what IP for Call of Duty would you pitch just on a story level and like general gameplay? Otherwise, it will take too long to answer the question. To Activision.
So pretty much making our own Call of Duty.
Yeah. And remember, we're pitching to Activision.
Skalv, you can answer first.
I don't know. Maybe another Vietnam game.
What would you call it?
I don't know.
Oh, I was thinking World at War 2. A sequel of a pre-existing IP, which has fans already. And will probably just make money instantly, just based off the fucking title. And then fucking whip in microtransactions to make Mr. Activision happy. And then we're set. Easy game.
I
you
really
know-
like Black Ops 1.
Oh fuck, I forgot his name. Do you remember the head of
Wario
Glenn
what?
Glenn Schofield? The head
Yeah,
of
that's him.
yeah, the ex-head of Sledgehammer. He pitched the game to Activision, and they didn't pick it up. I'm really curious what he pitched for Activision to deny it.
They're the ones that made Advanced Warfare, right?
Yeah, MW3, Advanced Warfare, and World War 2.
Well, they did the multiplayer of MW3. You know what? Modern Warfare 4, I really wanted that to be the next Call of Duty.
Well, it's fucking more than very likely.
I know. I've seen all these things.
It's
I mean,
not
like,
even
yeah,
it's not even that. Like, it's not even leaks. It's just obvious that's what they're gonna do. From like a business standpoint, why would they make anything else when this potential of money is here for MW4?
What else could they make? They've done everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what do they do after Modern Warfare 4? Like, what do fucking Sledgehammer do? What the fuck do they make? World War 3?
After World War II, Shit, they're going to World War One,
Oh,
or they're gonna
God.
do fucking the Civil War. There we go. Muskets. They'll take the reload time for every gun is 2 minutes.
I'll be 2 seconds. Hold on.
Oh, do you remember? Do you remember the leaks with they're gonna make like a fucking like a medieval Call of Duty or something before Advanced Warfare?
I think I remember a tiny bit of that.
I want to look at that up. So I feel like before Advanced Warfare came out, I remember, dude, if Sledgehammer actually pitched this to Activision for their game, and then Activision like, no, do the opposite, make a very futuristic one.
Well, Call of Duty, like the first 4 Call of Duties were
Oh, I
World War
remember
II.
now. Oh, okay, so Sledgehammer were working on a Vietnam game until
Oh, I remember
Activision
that.
told them to essentially just scrap the entire thing and make Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
And then they're making Advanced Warfare 2, and then Activision told them to scrap the entire thing and make World War 2. Fucking hell. Bruh. Imagine that.
They probably would have been good games too.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause
even
they're
though Advanced
original.
Warfare was shit with the loot boxes, I actually had fun because it was different.
Dude,
I like Advanced Warfare. The multiplayer
Advanced
was great.
Warfare is my favorite multiplayer.
I didn't like how the gun, like the BAL, if you had the
Inferno?
that legendary one, whichever one that would kill people faster, I think that's
Basilisk?
unfair because that's pay to win.
Obsidian Seed, I
Oh,
think,
that's it,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, the
for the
Obsidian
battle.
Seed. Yeah.
The H-Bright Insanity. ASM1 Speakeasy.
Oh, oh my God, you bring back memories.
Dude, I found an exploit where I had infinite supply drops, so I had every variant.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Not surprised.
but I think I was the only one who knew it though, because I didn't see anyone else on the internet knowing how to do the supply drop exploit. When I looked it up, it was just bullshit clickbait. So I'm like, alright,
I
I'm the only
remember
one who knows it.
the prestige token glitch in Modern Warfare 3.
I don't.
Oh man, I had 2,000 hours of double XP.
The fuck?
It was like, holy shit, how much Doritos and Mountain Dew did you buy? I was like, oh, found out.
Bro, I pre-ordered MW3, went to the midnight release, got the hardened edition and everything.
That's
Because
what I did.
my first online COD was Black Ops 1, because I didn't really have internet before that. Because Australia, slow developing country.
Ah, my first Call of Duty 4
On Modern Warfare 1,
online, and that was wow. I got Xbox Live back in 2008.
Xbox Live.
That was back then. We had to plug the fucking. We had to buy the wireless adapter,
Dude, alright.
connect to internet.
When I saw an Xbox, I thought it was the dumbest thing I've ever fucking seen. Because you can't just plug in the controller to the fucking console to charge it. You have to get batteries. To play fucking movies on this thing, you need to get this like special remote or whatever.
Uh huh.
And you have to pay for online. And I'm just like, alright, why would I get Xbox when I get a PS3 where you can just plug the cunt in, play any fucking movie, and online's free?
Oh, but Xbox 360 was still so much better than PS3. See, I'll forever get Xboxes, but I have to give credit where credit is due. PlayStation 4 at launch was better than the Xbox One. I think now Xbox One is superior.
Oh, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't touch consoles.
I only want PS4 for God of War and Detroit Become Human.
I'm just waiting for. I just emulate everything with exclusive titles, but there's no PS4 emulator. But
I
apparently,
mean,
people are working on it. So.
Xbox doesn't have any good exclusives.
Well, they're all coming to PC now, aren't they?
Yeah, like, what's the point of getting an Xbox when you could just do it on your PC? I have 2 Xboxes in my apartment, one in my bedroom, one in my living room. The one in my bedroom I have hooked up my computer set up so I could just play with my friends. And then the one in my living room is literally a Netflix and Hulu machine.
You know Microsoft. Oh fuck, I can't remember what it's called. They're like working on a like streaming thing where you can essentially play any Xbox game on your PC
Yeah,
or even
I
other
have that.
consoles like PlayStation 4 or the Wii U. But of course, Sony has to agree to it first before they implement
I
the.
have. If you have that, I mean, well, I have that. It's not like exclusive. If you have an Xbox app on your computer, which all Windows 10 comes with, and if you have
Unless
the
you got
Xbox, you
Enterprise.
just press stream. It's a cool idea, but there's like a 2-second delay.
Oh, you know PlayStation
It's so
Now.
fucking pointless. What?
You know PlayStation Now.
No.
It's the same thing. You just stream like PlayStation games. I do. It's funny though. Sony themselves use like emulators for the fucking consoles now.
The only thing that PlayStation had that I really wanted was Metal Gear Solid and GTA, but now Xbox has it. So
Or do I fucking hate cunt to use the argument of exclusive titles as to why their console is better?
that's a dumb reason. I hate people like that.
Like, you do realize how anti-consumer that is. If you feed into that, it's only going to get worse.
The only thing that like Microsoft had and Xbox was Halo. That was it. Everyone played Halo, and if you had PlayStation, you were left out pretty much. That's
Yeah, that
the
was me.
only exclusive that I could see having a valid argument. Every other game, Forza, who gives a shit?
Bruh,
Like,
don't
honestly.
use shit on Forza. Forza's
I
the
can't-
best racing fucking arcade game I've ever seen. Apart from the new ones,
I
you know
mean, I
what's a
have
garbage
them,
now that
but
the fucking microtransactions up to the fucking dickhole.
yeah.
I could never get into driving games. Just never interested me.
Fuck, I used to play the shit out of Need for Speed as a kid.
Dude, I've been looking for a fucking PC racing game that's like Gran Turismo or Forza, and it just doesn't exist because they're all like realistic fucking driving simulators. It's like, alright, look, I'm not trying to drive a real car on my computer. I'm trying to fucking race in Forza, please.
Garfield Kart.
Fuck me, mate.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, just fucking emulate it.
Or get Mortal Kombat and play Combat Kart.
What? Is that a thing?
Exactly. That is a real thing.
The fuck? Can't.
It was like I saw a video the other day, and it was like the stupid mini games of Mortal Kombat. They had chess, and they had Combat Kart.
That's crazy. And
This
before
is so off
fucking
topic.
Nintendo tries to sue them.
How did we get to this point? We were talking about Radiant in the beginning.
Well, yeah, this is a zombies podcast after all.
True.
So, you know, Mario Kart, that's zombies, right?
Yeah, I remember that game.
Wait. What year do you reckon will be the last year for Call of Duty? Like, what year do you reckon the last COD comes out?
$29.99.
I reckon
They'll fucking
20.
keep pumping them out.
I reckon 2022.
You really? You think they'll stop pumping out garbage at one point?
Well, yeah, once it stops making money, why would they?
Yeah, but there's it's just too many factors. Like little kids will always buy it. There's always gonna be somebody to buy it, and there's gonna like Black Ops 4 when it first came out. I loved it. Now it is garbage because there's like, who the fuck wants to be a unicorn or like a fucking banana running around in the battlefield?
Bro, fucking
Like,
Black Ops 4 hurts my eyes, cunt. It's like, do I imagine happened? I reckon all the artists worked hard on their multiplayer levels, and then some just higher up walks in like, oh, make the saturation really fucking high, and then now every map's just got like the same LUT. It's just like 10,000%
literally.
saturation and fucking contrast. It's like, can't look at this for too long. It's too much color. Oh my god. God.
I hate how they put
Fundamentally,
all their resources into Blackout.
the multiplayer is fucking really shit on a like balancing scale. Like specialists, hello, cunts.
Really?
Yeah, why do specialists need to exist? It's
I
the
think
dumbest
that
shit I've ever
actually
fucking
makes the
seen.
game better.
You reckon?
I didn't think I was going to enjoy Blackout 4's multiplayer, but for the 3 weeks that I've played it, I was having a blast. I just got bored because I was 4th prestige. I had all my diamond ARs and I had no more motive to play. But in those times grinding, holy shit, I tried out every specialist. I thought they were all balanced at the time. Of course, now they included the new ones, but the original, like, 8 or whatever they had, I thought they were perfect.
I just think it's fucking stupid that you can click Alt on your keyboard and get 5 kills with Ruin.
That, I mean, like, yeah, with the fucking ground pound and whatever the fuck it's called, and
But
the
like,
dog
what I would have
and the
preferred
shield.
is specialists to not exist, and you know the tactical abilities they have.
hmm
Just have that into your class.
The one thing that I wish they would get rid of is the fucking strobe light.
I don't have a problem with that, but I'm good at knowing where the enemy's head is through walls and smokes. Hence why everyone thinks I cheat in CS. Anyways, do you have any hobbies other than what? Level design?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, I like painting, drawing, but I
I'm so
mostly
bad at
if
drawing.
I have spare time and I'm not with my girlfriend's house or out and about, I am home and I am mapping.
Okay. What about you, Skalv?
Apart from mapping, I just do nothing.
Hell yeah. It's the way
Except
to
for
do
play
it, man.
games.
I love a gamer. Alright, well, almost out of time. So I'll quickly get these last bits in. Do you want to get into level design in the industry?
I would love to.
Yeah,
What's your dream? What's the dream place to work at?
Naughty Dog, somewhere like that.
I think 343.
I'm gonna go for Valve.
Valve is pretty cool. I mean, knowing all their games that would come out, that'd probably be cool.
Just the work environment as well.
I really like Actually, no, I take that back. I wouldn't work for 343. I would work for Bungie and work on Destiny.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. I forgot they split from Activision.
Yeah.
It's like, oh
'Cause
yeah,
now-
dude, working for fucking Bungie. But no, they fucked off. It's good. They took their principles over a fuck ton of money with the
Destiny 1,
Activision deal.
favorite fucking game in the world. If everyone asks me in the future what was my favorite game, Destiny 1. Destiny 2 was great at launch, and then once they started adding in transactions, that was it. I stopped playing it.
Yeah, that's
What
why
do you like
Bungie
best
left,
is-
didn't they? Because Activision started asking more than the contract, as in add more microtransactions than we had planned.
Yeah. Yo, it's so dumb. Like, if you wanted this One Piece armor, there was no way to get it unless you bought it through their in-game currency.
But that just goes to show they even tried asking a company they don't own to add more microtransactions. They ask a company that can say no. Now we look at the Call of Duty developers. Every single one of them is a subsidiary of Activision. They can't just say no because they're owned by Activision. So when Activision's like, add this absolutely ridiculous microtransactions, they just have to do it.
That sucks because Call of Duty would be a great franchise without Activision.
Like for Call of Duty to live, they need to stop fucking. It needs to not be a franchise. It needs to be one fucking title that's competitively viable, which you can go into esport, and you just work on that instead of making one every fucking year. You can't make You can't make a franchise a fucking esport. If there's a new game every fucking year, with whole new maps, whole new entire game like functions, how do you develop a meta on that?
They should do what Battlefield does. If they combined all three companies, like Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, Raven, well, four, yeah, whatever else they have, if they combine it into one studio, like across the world, of course, and they worked on one game every 3 years, that would be Pearl. That would be perfect. Because then they could have like two studios focus on that one game for 3 years, constantly updating it. And in those 3 years, the other studios are working on the new game.
You know, that might be the future of Call of Duty. If they want to make another battle royale again,
Because look what's going to happen when the new Call of Duty comes out. Who the fuck is still going to be playing Blackout?
yeah, that's why I think Modern Warfare 2 and 3 won't have multiplayer. The remasters, that is, because they don't want to diminish player base from
They
pre-existing
want
title.
Blackout to last as long as possible. They put so much work and effort and money into Blackout that the next Call of Duty is just going to make it pointless, like it never existed.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be a complete money grab, MW4, like on purpose as
Yeah,
well.
I bet they have fucking Blackout or some shit like that. They definitely have Battle Royale.
Nah, I don't reckon battle royale will be in MW4.
You don't think so? They have the perfect lineup. They could have Shipment. They could have High Rise. They could have Terminal. All the characters play as Soap, play as Makarov, play as Gaz. All the old characters. They would make so much money because I mean, I love the Black Ops series more than the Modern Warfare series, but they have way better cast and way better maps, like more, at least more memorable, like cast and characters.
I mean, maybe it's Infinity Ward. They make, bruh, but that means there'll be no campaign. Infinity Ward are so good
I
at
wanna play a
campaigns.
campaign. I know. I really enjoyed Infinity War's
Infinite
not
Warfare.
Infinity War, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Infinite Warfare's campaign.
Wait, you know, actual Activision employees even get it messed up, and like fucking
Really?
yeah, when they do their press shit, one of the press releases, someone writ fucking Infinite Ward for the company and Infinity
I seen
Warfare for the game.
I mean, that's not so bad, Infinity War, but
But,
Infinite Ward, Jesus Christ.
but yeah, I loved RW's campaign. I've played it like
I
3
really like
times.
Ghosts.
Yeah,
Ghost is cool as shit
Ghost
too.
is well, that wraps it up for this episode. Thanks for coming on, Logic and Skalv.
No problem. It was fun.
Thanks for having me. I've talked like twice.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
Though.
thanks for having me too.
You can find Logic and Skalv. All their social medias will be in the description, of course. And as always, cheers for watching. Hit like, subscribe, all that dumb shit that YouTubers say. See ya.